everyone. In today's tutorial we're going to do bracketed shots. Before you start, in the video there's a link to Kaotec profiles. You can download those profiles and import it into your plugin so that you can have the same profiles and settings that I have, unless you downloaded it in the previous Flash Ambient video. Let's take our images. So we can either take 2 images or let's try 4. I don't want to use this one here because it's not adding anything useful. We'll check what the differences are. So let's just set this to auto and then default, and then I think we can try auto color. And if you look in this window detail, I actually want to bring some more detail in there. So highlights down, and then you can try holding shift and clicking on auto whites, and then that will brighten up your window detail. And then open. Okay, so make sure that you select it on internal, and then go to your Expo Blend and Magic Merge, and then open the HDR options, and then just select HDR Merge. This will allow us to use more detail from the shots. Okay, we can go to our favorites and we can run our processes from here. So let's stack, Magic Merge, and then auto process. So that's the result you get based on the settings of my profiles. So that's my internal settings. You can play around with these layers, and if you feel that that is too much color neutralized, what you can do is go down to open your color neutralized folder, and then select all the layers, and then just adjust your opacity to somewhere that you like. For example, 10. Now if that is what you want on your images, then let's just save that to our settings. So post process tools, and then color neutralize settings, and we'll change this to 10. Then we can close and save. So on our next run, that will be set to 10. If you feel that you need a bit more punchiness to this, you can increase that, or you can try your luminosity enhancer. If you find something that you like, then we'll save that in the settings as well. I think this was 25. Make this 0 again. I think maybe I'll just add overall contrast 15, something like that. So now let's go to split frequency enhancer, and then my overall brightness and contrast. So that would be brightness and contrast, and I set that to 15, my contrast. So 15. Okay, so that should be right on the next run. Let's close. Actually, let's do one more thing. Some people like to clean up the ceiling a bit. Let's flatten this. Go to post process. Actually, it should be in your favorites, color range mask. Let me just turn off the levels on color range mask. So the settings, level options, I'm going to tick off the levels. I don't want that showing when I run this feature. So I'll select the ceiling, just click once, and it looks like it's got a decent selection there, a bit on the walls as well. Click OK, and now maybe a bit of saturation lower, lightness maybe a bit up. Click OK, and then you can just brush a bit on the ceiling and the walls. Flatten. Let's do another image. So again, well, actually let's try doing 2 images. Let's see what difference we get. I can't really tell much of the difference. Let's see, we should be on 10, yeah, and contrast 15, yeah, that's right. I can't really tell much of a difference here. Let's do the next one. Once you have the nick of your process, then you can run your entire folder, or even a few jobs at a time. I want to auto whites, or I already did. Okay, let's just make this default again so that you can see how I got to that. So I selected all of the images and click on auto, and I think that's got decent enough detail. Let's see if we can get more, all the way down and then whites up. Let's try that. Okay, so stack, magic merge, auto process, and that's what we get. Maybe a bit too blue. Take another one. I don't even know if you even need to take all of these. Let's just take maybe a decent one, something like that. Even that. Just auto process, no need to merge this. In post process tools, we can run X-ray if you want to see what spots are in the image. When you actually we want to run this on a flattened layer, so flatten, X-ray, then you click on your background and use your spot healing, and then you can just click onto the spots. When you're done, you can just delete the X-ray layer. What else is there? This one. So stack, magic merge, auto process, and that's basically how you do your bracketed shots. And then after that, there's lots of tools that you can use to touch up the image. I've only favorited a few here. I'm going to try and get more updated videos of all these tools. So there's many tools that there are videos for, but there's a lot of new and changed ones I'll get out as time goes on. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Bye bye.